Hi everyone, welcome to another maths video by Maths with Sarah. So today we're going to be having a look at this question. Now, I think this question is a really good real life problem. This is something that I do very frequently, which is why I think it's a really good question and why I made sure that I included it. So we have got a recipe that says somebody needs 350 grams of pasta for 4 people. And it wants us to know how many grams of or how many kilograms of pasta you need for 12 people. Now, I don't know about you, but if ever you're cooking and a recipe says it serves 2 or it serves 4, you pretty much always need to do something to it because you want a little bit more, a little bit less, unless someone's going hungry. So what we're going to do is work out exactly how much we need for this person who's cooking for 12 rather than cooking for 4. So we know that if we have 350 grams of pasta, that works really well for 4 people, but not so well for 12 people. So what we want to know is exactly how much we need to cook for 12 people. So the easiest way of working this out is to say, okay, well, what do we need to do to get from 4 to 12? What can we multiply this by? So hopefully, remembering your maths, remembering your times tables, you'll know that 4 times by 3 equals 12. So if we do 4 times 3, we get 12. And we can do exactly the same. So we know that we need 350 grams of pasta for 4 people. So if we multiply that by 3 as well, then it should tell us exactly how many grams of pasta we need. We'll then have to deal with it to work out how to put it into kilograms, but at least it's a good starting point. So 350 times by 3, I don't know about you, but I don't know that one off the top of my head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 times by 300. And then I'm going to do 3 times by 50. And I think I can probably work both of those out. So 3 times 300, what we can do is we can ignore the zeros for the moment, ignore that, and just do 3 times 3. 3 times 3, that equals 9. And then we'll add the 2 zeros back on the end. So we know that 3 times by 300 equals 900. We'll do something similar here. We'll just forget about the 0 for now. We'll do 3 times by 5, that equals 15. And then we've got 1 0 that we just took off temporarily. We'll pop that back on the end, and we end up with 150. So now, if we add these two numbers together, we'll get the answer for 3 times 350. So if we just quickly add these together, we'll have 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 5 is 5, 9 plus 1 is 10. Okay, so that's given us the answer in grams, but what we've been asked to do is to work out in kilograms instead. And I think this is quite a common place where a lot of people forget to do this last bit. They'll get to hear, oh yeah, this question's done. Not quite though. So the next thing that we need to think about is how many grams there are in a kilogram. So I don't know about you, but I always find it a little bit confusing. I can never quite remember which is which. So the way that I always think of it is like a gram is probably similar to a few grains of rice. So this is really, really small because we've got a few grains of rice in a gram. Then we've got a kilogram. This is like a whole bag of rice. Okay, so this is quite a lot. This is something that's quite heavy. This is something that's really light and really tiny. Yeah. So if we want to say we've got 1,050 grams, but we want to put it into kilograms. So we need to make this a bit smaller because 1,050 grams is quite a lot of grains of rice, yeah? Almost similar to a whole bag. So what we need to do is we're going to divide this. So kilo means 1,000. That's a really good way of remembering this, is that we need to divide this by 1,000. So if we have 1,050, we need to divide this by 1,000 to figure out how many kilograms of rice we need. So this is in grams. If we divide it by 1,000, we're going to work out the answer in kilograms. Okay, so if we're dividing by 1,000, we need to almost jump each of these. So we've got the decimal point here. We'll put the decimal point in, and then we're going to jump this 3 places because we've got 3 zeros. We'll go 1, 2, 3 jumps. So the 1 is going to end up here, just before the decimal point. Then the 0, 1, 2, 3 is going to end up just behind the decimal point, and then we'll have the 5, so it's 2 places behind the decimal point. So this would be our final answer. We've converted it. We've divided by 1,000 because we've gone from a few little grains of rice that makes up a gram to a big bag of rice that makes up a kilogram. So we've worked out that we're going to need for 12 people, we've times it by 3 because we did have enough for 4 people. Now we've got enough, we need enough for 12 people. We're going to have to use 1 kilogram, 1.05 kilograms of pasta for 12 people. Quite a lot.